Welcome to the Light Pace Way. I hope that you're all doing well. I'm going to get you a reading and see what comes out. I have been hearing Adivarul, Adivarul, Adivarul. So that means truth. 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 So let's get the truth, shall we? All my messages are timeless, and I trust that whenever you are guided to one of my videos, that there'll be a message in there for you. So, only take what resonates. There's no gender in tarot, as we all hold masculine and feminine energies. So flip the roles if you need to. So let's find out what this truth is. What is this truth? Adivarul. Okay. Let's get the truth. What's the truth, Spirit? For those that need to hear this message. I'm hearing hit dog holler. Damn. Yeah, inside scoop. A closer look, nosy up in your business. So someone could be looking into you at this time. Whether, they're asking people about you, whether they're looking on your social media, whether they're getting tarot reads on you. They're just wanting to know what's going on. Girl fight, arguments, physical fight, at war, competing. So this could be someone who is very argumentative. This person could want to fight you. This person could be competing with you and wanting to know the inside scoop is, what you have got going on next, so they can take it from you. Okay. Scarcity tactics. So, scarcity tactics. So this is someone that likes to play games. Possibly mind games. This person could like to, throw their weight around a little bit, trying to scare you. But, it's just a game because, they may come across as a big scary lion, but actually they're a little mouse. They're nothing scary at all. You're moving on. Yeah, you're moving on. Moving. Some of you could have had a better offer elsewhere. This could be relationship. It could be career. Collaborating with someone on a project. But you're moving on. You're moving. Some of you could be relocating. And this person doesn't like it. This person does not like it. And they're trying to, wow, if this person has caught wind that you're moving, that you've received an offer, they're trying to get information of who's made this offer, where you're moving to. Some of you, I'm getting you moving in silence. They think that they're playing games with you, but do you know what? You know how to play the game better. Some of you are seasoned. Some of you are seasoned to these tactics. Some of you, you've come from families that played games with you. So you're seasoned to it. Damn. Yeah, you're too busy winning. You're too busy winning. This person is wasting their time. Yeah, this could have been an obsessive lover. Someone that you was involved with. It doesn't have to be, but it could have been someone that you was involved with. In a relationship with. But this person is very dangerous. They're very toxic. They're unhealthy. They're very, very possessive. It doesn't have to be a lover. It could be a friend. It could be a family member, that you've moved away from. But this person, this person is that toxic, they could have a bad reputation, or they're trying to get the inside scoop of where you're moving to, what offer you've taken, so they can ruin it for you. Yeah. Wow. People do not like other people being happy, do they? Eh? Some people just do not like other people's happiness, other people's success. Just ignore them. Just ignore them. They'll get themselves caught up. Okay. We have meeting 2 or more people, discussions, planning. So this, whether or not you're with this moving, this offer, you know, whether you've had to meet up with people to, you know, to discuss this, to take on this offer, you know, to just really get to, you know, the fine details of it all. Or whether it's this person who is meeting up with other people to discuss you, to, you know, make some sort of plan to get the inside scoop. Okay, right, yeah. Something's just been brought to my attention. It was just something that I overheard. It was somebody else's child saying it to mine. Put your phone in your pocket and take it in the house to record something. Yes, thank you, Spirit, for bringing that to my attention. Someone could be wanting to record you without you knowing, so just be careful on what it is you say. You know, if you've got things going on that you want to keep private, just be mindful of who's around, just be mindful on what you're saying, you know, because you don't know who is listening or who is recording you. Entrapment. Yeah. We have soulmate, similar friendship, romantic partner. So again, this could have been someone you was in a relationship with. Or perhaps if you you know, if you're moving towards a romantic partner or even a friendship, you're moving towards this person could be, you know, devising some sort of plan, some sort of discussion to ruin this friendship, this soulmate connection. Wow. Entrapment, pregnancy, money, heartstrings. Okay, I'm not really getting that. I'm not really getting pregnancy off that. But someone could come to you and say that they're pregnant. I'm not getting that someone's gonna try and trap you in some sort of pregnancy situation. I'm getting someone could, you know, use a pregnancy to pull on your heartstrings, you know, to get information from you, you know, or, you know, they'll come up, oh, just thought I'd let you know I'm pregnant, you know, as an icebreaker to get in your energy, to get the conversation going, you know, how are you, what have you got going on, so you'll fall for the trap of telling them all this information. Yeah. Pause with interlude here. Pause, you know, take a breath. Anyone coming up into your energy, starting conversations with you, just take a deep breath, pause, and it's just like, ask yourself, Why is this person asking you all these questions? You know, it's a bit random. I've not seen this person for years, or, you know, I don't really know that person. So, you know, these questions are a little bit personal. Take time to pause, because they are trying to trap you into, you know, giving away your secrets, your plans, and all that jazz. Yeah. Yeah. Whether, you know, this person, whether or not with escapade here, okay, this person could be feeling very anxious, very, very anxious, because they can't get this information, and now they're having to team up with others to get it. If you was in a relationship with this person and you've moved on, this person could have made you feel anxious while in the relationship or friendship. And now the tables have turned. You've moved on. You're moving on with life. You know, you've got offers coming in left, right and centre. And now they're anxious. Yeah. This person is, they're in this energy of retaliation. This person, you know, because things aren't going well for this person. This is why they're up in your business. They're trying to get, they're competing with you. This person, they're trying to get any sort of information so they can steal it. And because they can't get it, this person, they're raging. They're raging. They want payback. They want revenge. But why? Make it make sense. What? Because they're unable to compete? Because they can't create on their own? They can't get their own offers? Wow. Yeah, they're hoping with, they're going to send someone in. They're going to send someone in. And they're hoping that, you know, you'll come to an agreement. You'll start with this settlement here. It's, you'll take on the conversation, take on the friendship, take on the energy, and just give everything away. Yes, you are. You're moving. You're moving. Location change here. And they're looking for any sort of proof. Any sort of proof. Now, this is where we're getting the recording from. They're going to record. Someone is going to try and record you. Record your conversations, you know. Just be careful if you see people hanging about while you're having a conversation with, you know, a close friend, a loved one, because they're trying to get some sort of evidence, some sort of receipts on what it is you've got going on. For some, it's where you're moving to. So be very, very careful. Yeah. Yeah. Discarding, throwing out. This person, yeah, this is someone that you've walked away from. You know, they wasn't on the same vibration as you, so you've left them behind. This person is toxic, very toxic. What messages have you got? Sorry about that. First thing. Seven of Wands reversed. This person could be feeling exhausted, very exhausted, because whatever it is they're planning, whatever they're trying to come up with, it's not working. It's not working. They cannot get any information about you. This person, though, they're still going to try. They're still going to send someone in with some sort of sob story, you know, something that's going to pull on your heartstrings, hoping that you've got weak boundaries. They're really hoping that you've got weak boundaries. There's a need to trust your intuition here, because, you know, they're gonna play the emotional empathy card here. They're gonna play on your empathy, play on your emotions. You know, you could be someone that absolutely loves kids, and, you know, you get all gooey and stuff when there's newborns around and, you know, people are pregnant. So just be wary. Just be wary of that. Knight of Swords. Yeah, this whether it's a friend from the past or whether it was someone who was in a relationship, this person was quite cruel. They was very forceful with their words, very cruel. But this person is growing very impatient. They're very unpredictable at this moment. So they're literally, yeah, they're riddled with anxiety. They're very impatient, and, you know, they want revenge. Because you have, you know, released yourself from this person. This person couldn't keep you trapped physically, you know, when you was in a relationship or a friendship with them, they couldn't keep you, you know, mentally trapped. They couldn't play these mind games with you. And they don't like it. They really do not like it. You're too focused. You are too focused on progressing, too focused on moving forward. Yeah. Yeah. The Lovers reversed. Just to prove this deck is not all reversals, it's just the way they're coming out. So the Lovers reversed here. You know, there's a lot of disloyalty here. So if anybody tries to strike up a conversation with you, just be very, very wary. You know, take that moment to pause. There's a lot of dishonesty. This, again, bad relationship, bad friendship. There's a lot of conflict. A lot of conflict. Yeah. Have the Seven of Pentacles here. This person is very anxious because, you know, they're seeing that you've been very, very patient with yourself. You've worked really, really hard, and, you know, your success is it's starting to pay off. You know, you're just in this waiting stage. You know, you've got all these things in motion, but, you know, it's not actually finalized yet. It's not actually finalized, and that is where they want to come in. They want to come in and ruin that for you. Yeah. They're in a panic. They're in a panic because they know that, you know, success is on its way. You are, you know, you are destined for big success, and they're anxious. They're anxious that, you know, that they're not involved in it. They're anxious because it's not them. I've just dropped a card. Just give me a second. Wow. Wow. Yeah. The Seven of Cups are reversed with the Tower reversed. Wow. Yeah. You are gonna, yeah, Five of Wands underneath the deck. Competition, conflict. You are gonna see, you're gonna see straight through this. Yeah, some of you, you've been practicing mindfulness. You have been practicing, you know, to respond instead of react. So you automatically do take that pause before, you know, before responding, and you're gonna see right through this. You're gonna see right through this, that all this is a trap. You're gonna avoid this Tower, that this, you know, that whoever it is that, you know, is coming forward to gather information, that, you know, they're just doing it to oppress you. Yeah, you're gonna see straight through this. Yeah, they want you in this indecisive energy, but you're gonna see straight through it and make a decision. You really are. You're moving forward. Ace of Wands. Yes, you are moving forward. Some of you are moving. You're moving location. Some of you, you know, it could be just across town, a few blocks away, or it could be, you know, moving cities, towns, country, but you are moving forward. You have, you know, new projects on the horizon. You've got passion for life here, and you're not allowing anybody to spoil that for you. Yeah, this person, yeah, this person is feeling extremely sad, depressed, disappointed, feeling very, very disappointed because they couldn't stop you. They couldn't stop you. Yeah. The Hanged Man with the 10 of Wands. This person could, yeah, this person, I'm getting this person is going to be forced. They're going to be forced to, yeah, because this Temperance reverse underneath the deck. This person, because they've been so impatient and so reckless. Sorry, I'm just, yeah. Because they've been so reckless, they're being forced, you know, they're being forced to pause, to reflect. This is also like with the Hanged Man. They're being forced to look at things from a different perspective. They have no choice. They have no choice. They've literally sacrificed themselves for, you know, these games that they're playing. They've only played themselves. This person has been extremely foolish, extremely reckless here. Because, you know, you've brought balance to your life. You've let this go. You've got freedom. And, you know, they wanted you trapped. They can't get any information on you. You know, they are going to try one last attempt to send someone in to play on the heartstrings, but you're going to see right through it. And it's going to leave this person in deep regret. Because they have only trapped themselves. If they would have concentrated on themselves, you know, they could be moving forward. But they decided to concentrate on you and compete with you. And it's not worked for them. It has not worked for them at all. Temperance reversed again. Oh, you cannot make this up, can you? Yeah. This person, you know, you've released this person, and you know, but this person has they've decided to stay in this disruptive energy to try and disrupt you. This person is feeling out of control. They're very, very anxious. They're very anxious and they're feeling out of control. They don't know what to do. They don't know what to do. Wow, yeah. They feel oh my goodness. Yeah. Things are completely chaotic for this person while you're just, you know, off having, you know, that fresh hope, taking leaps of faith, you know, taking chances, you know, taking adventures. You're really stepping into your own, and this person has been left behind. Judgment, reverse. This person that you're dealing with has had it's an extremely serious case of denial, an error in judgment. They played themselves. They played themselves. That was their weakness. Playing games. Because you collective, you was already seasoned. You was already seasoned to the game playing. Because for most of you, you know, you've dealt with it. You've dealt with the, you know, the game since childhood. Some of you had family members that were narcissists, that played games, that played on your emotions. So it was very, very easy for you to see straight through this. Very easy for you to see straight through it, you know. And for a while, you know, you may have thought that you could have changed this person, but you had a different perspective and you decide, I'm not putting up with this. This is not the life I want to lead. I am moving on. I am making something of my life. And this person doesn't like it. I'm going to leave that there. And I hope this resonates with one or two of you. And I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.